Well, hi everyone, and welcome to the second part of the Dutch Colonial speed build. So, as a lot of you may know, I was actually planning to have this video out a lot earlier, but I just had a few things in life that delayed this release, I guess, if I can call it one. Yeah, this video was obviously, I wanted to release it last week, but I couldn't because someone got sick, and that is me. And I spent a whole week in bed, and as good as it does sound, it got so boring to just watch movies all day and night, and just lay in bed. But I do feel fully rested, and I do feel much better. I'm not sick anymore. I actually got my voice back, which was well, not having it was a huge inconvenience, to say the least. I actually don't even remember the last time I did lose my voice, which honestly, not having it was so weird. I didn't have it for a few days, and then I was fighting a runny nose, and I was coughing a lot during the weekend. But now I'm finally back to normal. I got back into my routine, thankfully. My sleeping schedule, it's still non-existent, pretty much. I ruined it during this whole, time of being sick. I went to bed at 3, 4, 5 a.m. each night because I was just watching movies. And honestly, I really have this mentality where I need to watch something before I go to bed, and it always has to be something from Netflix. Whether it's a movie or an episode of my show. That's just what I do. And actually, that's how I work. That's when I work, really. While I'm in bed on my laptop, I just turn on Bloxburg as well, and I work. And while I was sick, I managed to build up quite a big budget, which I was pretty proud of. I got to 1.2 million, and to some, that might not be a big number, but to me, that could be enough for a whole build, which, each build of mine takes around a month or so. I like to take my time, and I like to put in a lot of effort, so I'm always happy and satisfied with how my projects turn out. I'll never post something that I'm never happy with, so yeah, basically all the most recent builds that you see me post, I'm usually all happy with them, and I'll work on the build until I like it and until I think it's good enough to release. But speaking of builds, I guess I could talk to you about my plans on how I'm planning to release this build fully and the modern farmhouse as well, as I still have 3 more parts to post of the modern farmhouse. But I know that a lot of you probably want to finish those houses by the time Christmas starts, and I mean, I'd probably want to do that. And I also have a Christmas build that I also want to finish by the start of Christmas. So yeah, my plan with these parts is to basically release them until Christmas Eve. So you guys will definitely be seeing this video, obviously, and then part 5 of the modern farmhouse this week, probably with part 3 of the Dutch Colonial, of this build this week as well. Maybe even part 6 of the modern farmhouse. I still haven't fully planned it out, but if part 6 does not come this week, it will definitely be out at the start of the next one. I do have some busy weeks ahead of me when it comes to school, but I'm sure I'll manage it. I have a day off today, which was really fun since I actually finished with one of my exams that I was really scared of. I guess here exams are a bit different for my Lithuanian exam, which is my native language. I had to prepare, basically the exam is divided into 3 parts, and one of the parts is a public speech. I know, seriously, could it get any worse? No, it couldn't. But I was okay, I can do this. So, I waited till last minute to write the speech itself. I spent the whole weekend before I got sick, so it wasn't this last weekend, but the weekend before this last one, that I just spent writing the entire speech. I remember starting it Thursday night. I wrote the first paragraph, and I spent the entire Friday just writing the second one because it was not going well. Eventually I just woke up on Saturday, I sat down, I changed half of the second paragraph, and I wrote the third one, and then I finished it all off with the ending, and that was my Saturday afternoon. But after that, I think that's when my weekend technically started, when I had some free time. So I just spent most of it building, and I think I actually recorded a video with my friend Leona, which is now out. I posted it a week ago. I'm telling you guys, I probably would have posted so much more if I wasn't sick, and I was so upset when I got sick, because, well, I was supposed to say the speech in front of my whole class, on Tuesday. I was supposed to get graded and stuff, and I got sick Monday evening, and it was the most stressful thing to figure out what I'm gonna do, because I actually considered going, but it's not safe with, the whole pandemic situation going around, and I don't want to put others at risk. So I was like, oh, I don't know if I have COVID or not, and eventually I got tested. Turns out it was just a bad cold, which, I'm happy with, because, well, I obviously didn't want COVID, still don't. So yeah, but I mean, I talked to my teacher. Eventually we just figured that maybe I should stay home, and so I did, and then I just never ended up coming in for the rest of the week. But now I'm back to school. I set the speech today, and actually I got 100, which I was so proud of. Don't even get me started. I was so happy. I was not expecting it. First of all, I thought I was going to get a way worse grade, because I personally don't think I did deserve 100, but if my teacher gave it to me, I'll take it. I'll take it anytime. But I guess that's just one part of the Lithuanian exam. There's 2 more, which I'm gonna finish off in May, so still got plenty of time until until I actually have to do it. So I'm just not gonna think about it for now. But it's a great feeling. The one exam that I'm really excited for is the math exam, because, well, honestly, I'm just not gifted with math or physics skills. I understand languages and like history and all the humanitarian subjects, but when it comes to math, physics, I try to understand them. Keyword, I try. And I really do want to understand them, because I know I'll need them for architecture, and it's just something that I really need. And I'm still very motivated to obviously learn everything and figure it out. So I think eventually I will do that. And I'm trying to do that right now. I take extra classes when it comes to physics, and math sometimes. So yeah, but with math, I'm sure I'll pass. I just want to do well, of course, just like everyone else. Oh, but when it comes to chemistry, chemistry is the one thing I honestly don't understand. I can't even tell you how bad I am at it, how badly I need to understand it, but I can't. It just doesn't work in my mind like that. My head just doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. So it's always funny. My friends and I laugh. I'm on the verge of failing the class. I'm barely passing, but at least I'm passing. As long as I pass, I'll probably throw out the subject next year, because I'll get to choose classes that I want to take. Right now we're forced to take everything. I'm still in year 10. You might be confused, aren't you 16? And I am. I'm actually turning 17 in a month and a half, which is even crazier to me, because it doesn't feel like that at all. But here, the school system, it's a bit different, to say the least. We start school a year late. So for example, for the British, I think I'd be in year 12, and then if I was in the US, I'd be a junior. So yeah, it's a lot different here. But anyway, I'm still in year 10, and it's in year 11 that we get to choose what classes we want to take. So I'm just gonna say everything right now. I feel like it. I probably shouldn't be putting stuff like this out, but it's a topic that my friends and I talk about often. So I am thinking about not taking biology and chemistry anymore, and taking physics A level, and doing Chinese. Chinese sounds like such an interesting language to learn, and I'd love to do it. Currently, I'm taking Russian. I partially understand it. I try my best to learn as much as I can in class, but outside of school, I really don't use it. So, yeah, not a lot of progress has been made since year 6. Well, no, I'd say that progress has been made. I can read in Russian. I can read. and I can write on a certain level, but my vocabulary is very limited. So yeah, so I'm not really proud of my Russian skills as of now. But I feel like with Chinese, I'd try. I don't know. I don't know, but it sounds so interesting and like I want to do it. Then I'm also thinking about taking economics. I don't know, leaving something about business, and then obviously taking all the courses that I'd need from architecture. Um, so yeah, that's just really it. But like the main things I really want to throw out. And I also, instead of PE, we know my PE rants. I don't like PE. Um, because like I don't get along with most of the kids in my PE class. All my friends go to a different one, so we get separated, and it's very sad for me. uh, but instead, I'm thinking about taking a dance class because my dance skills are non-existent either. Just, oh my god, no. I can't dance. I can't dance for life. So I think that maybe I should try learning it somehow. So yeah, but I guess that's something that I'll have to think about. And also another goal that I set for myself is to get my driver's license during the summer. I feel like that's going to be something very exciting. In Lithuania, we're only allowed to drive once we turn 18 alone. I know that in the US, it's 16. So it's clearly a bit unfair, but you know, it is what it is. So since I'll be 17, I'm planning to get my driver's license during the summer and then start driving. Basically, around this time next year. Oh my god, I cannot wait. But of course, I still don't know what life has to offer. Knowing me, I could end up just not taking the exam and not getting my driver's license at all. I don't know what will happen. I genuinely don't know. But that's what keeps me, that's what keeps me going, not knowing what's gonna happen next. I actually kind of like, I was thinking about this, and I actually kind of like that I don't know what's gonna come next. It makes me want to wake up the next day and see, oh, like what's gonna happen today. I don't know, some people like knowing what's gonna happen in the future. It's like I like to make plans, like general plans, but not plan out like, day to day what I'm gonna do. It's just not me, I like to make spontaneous decisions and just go out with friends, or go shopping because I'm in a bad mood. That also really helps me lift it up, honestly. I remember, oh, this is such a fun story. I remember preparing for this chemistry test the day before so much. My friend even taught me, she gave me a lecture for like 2 hours on Zoom. We spent those 2 hours just going through the entire unit, just like seeing what we learned and stuff. And I thought it was gonna be like, I thought I was gonna do so well. I thought I knew everything. I came to take the test and I was so stressed out. I didn't even finish taking it, and I knew I did really bad. I got a 40 on that test. So to just bring up my mood, I decided to go to the city center and just go shopping. And I remember buying myself candles, nice pencils, not pencils, nice pens to write with, and it did help a lot. I kind of forgot about the test in the first place, so I guess that's like a tip for those who, sometimes do bad at school and really beat themselves up. Just do what you really enjoy and what makes you happy, and you'll completely forget about it. I mean, at least it helps me. I also learned to focus less on grades. I feel like that's very important for, just like, well, not people in high school, middle school. Of course, you still have to learn things, but don't try hard, with grades, because you're gonna burn out. You're not gonna be happy with what you're doing. And I feel like if you don't focus on grades as much, it's really much easier to just live, and you have more free time to do other things. You get to focus on your hobbies, you get to focus on your social life. And honestly, I really do enjoy my life the way it is right now. I don't fully focus on grades. I still try to get decent ones, but my main goal is to not fail any classes. And as long as I'm doing that, as long as I'm not doing that, like, I can do whatever I want. And yeah, that's why I have enough time to upload for you guys, because I feel like if I were to just get good grades, I wouldn't have time to do anything else but study, which, let's be honest, who wants to live a life like that? Well, personally, not me. Maybe there is one or two people, but most of my friends would probably agree. And yeah, like I just enjoy going out with friends and finding time, to hang out with others. I also love to record videos for you guys and then post them, share my builds, of course. It's really fun. It's really, really fun. And yeah, I wish that to all of you. But of course, if you do, I mean, we all choose the way we want to live our lives. So if you do choose to just focus on grades, that's also okay. As long as you're happy, as long as you're doing what makes you happy, then it's okay. Of course, my social life and my work life could be good, but my sleeping life, absolutely not. I already talked about it today. Let me tell you, no, it's bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. I've been complaining about this on my channel for so long, and I cannot fix my sleeping schedule. And my friends know, at this point, they know, they don't even have to ask. Like, they used to ask how much I'd sleep, but they just know. They just know. But, there's a but. I actually did sleep for 6 hours yesterday, which for me, that's a lot because the day before I slept 3 hours on a school night. I know, I'm crazy. Somehow it was okay, but I do remember coming back home and being extremely tired. But that's where coffee comes in, and it helps. And I'm also completely addicted to caffeine. Um, there's this coffee shop near our school that I'd go to, and I remember going there one morning before classes, and the barista literally recognized me. She said, so what are you gonna get today? Just like per usual? I'm like, yeah. It was so funny to me, but it was also very wholesome. So yeah, that made me happy that day, but my friends, when I told my friends, they were all laughing, and apparently, I give them associations with caffeine. I was like, oh. So I always joke that I'm not addicted to caffeine, I am the addiction. I am the addiction itself. So if you are addicted to coffee, it's completely fine. Just drink water so you don't die. Oh, I think my liver really hates me for how much caffeine I consume every single day. But on the other hand, I like my life this way. Coffee really gets me going. I don't know why. Nothing else does. I've tried energy drinks before. Yeah, no. Especially having them on an empty stomach is literally one of the worst decisions you can make. I can tell that from my own experience. No. Just, coffee is so much better than energy drinks. I don't recommend energy drinks to anyone. They're all really sugary. Just no, it's not healthy for you, and it's 10 times worse than coffee. So if you are listening to this and you thought about taking them, don't. It's not worth it. I'm genuinely telling you, it's not worth it. Yeah, just make yourself a cup of coffee if you really want that boost of energy. Just do. That's gonna be the better way to stay up, but that's also not recommended. I know. Yeah, like I said, my sleeping schedule. I can talk about it for hours because of how bad it is, but I'm just not really gonna get into it today. I feel like I've kind of drifted off the topic and what I should be talking about with this voiceover, and I was just talking about myself for 20 minutes straight, which, to be fair, I did enjoy. I really did enjoy talking about myself because I wanted to say everything a while ago, but I just never found the right time to. And yeah, I had a lot to talk about about the 2 weeks, when the part 4 of the Modern Farmhouse was posted, which was a week ago. I had a lot to say about that, but then I got sick, so that's even more, that's just even more, I wouldn't say exciting things happening, but, it's more to tell, I guess. Yeah, but those 2 weeks have been so hard for me. I had to take, a test every day, which is, teachers are so crazy for doing that. I remember just going back home every day and just studying, and preparing for quizzes and tests. Thankfully, I managed to keep a decent GPA. I'm not failing any classes. Yeah, I'm just happy. I was just happy, but it did take a lot of my time, and I think the free time that I would have, I'd spend it building. I have quite a few projects I'm working on. I actually have right now, if I'm correct, I have 4 builds that I'm working on right now, and I have 1 more planned, which is gonna be a big build. It's actually, I can spoil it, I guess, a bit. It's gonna be part of the Dream Home series, so you can like kind of imagine the size of it. I think it's gonna be bigger than both the Modern Farmhouse and the Mountain Suburban. We also got more plot data and our water back, which oh my god, the update was so long ago and I haven't even talked about it on this channel yet. Love that update. Honestly, when they give me plot data, that update becomes my favorite instantly, just because it had more plot data come with it. And yeah, like I got 20%. For me, that's a lot. That could be like 7 or 8 rooms, which in the house, that's a lot. Especially in the mansion, that could have like what, 4 bedrooms and like what, 3 bathrooms? Like that's crazy, isn't it? And now that I'm looking at the footage, you guys probably have a few questions about the house next to this one. I saw a few of you just comment about it in the comments, asking whether it's going to be released. And well, yes, of course. The thing is, I still need to get to that build as I haven't started redoing it. Right now, I'm currently unhappy with the current floor plan I made, so I feel like I need to redo it a bit. I need to adjust the house a bit, so that's just going to take time. But I am planning it as one of my winter builds. Obviously, it was supposed to be a fall one, but I just never made it to the timeline. With the timeline, yeah, I didn't have enough time to finish it because of school. So yeah, but it will be coming eventually, and I guess I can keep you updated on it. But right now, it definitely isn't my priority compared to other builds. Currently, I'm actively working on the Christmas Colonial, which you saw a sneak peek of not that long ago. I actually posted it to all my social media, so you saw it on Instagram, you saw it on here, you saw it on Twitter. I'm sure those who follow me on everywhere, and if you just follow me on one platform, that is also completely okay. But getting to the build a bit, since I really haven't spoken about it much, I remember this layout was so hard to figure out because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the dining room and the space. It seemed like so small, and I was just too scared it would feel too cramped. So I don't know, I was risking it all. Honestly, I was risking it all. But in the end, I think the risk paid off. The living room didn't turn out to look so bad. I just wanted to separate the main living room from the formal one. You know, as you can see, there were accordion doors in the living room separating it from the rest of the house, which I find it cute. Like, I really want that in my own house. I don't know about others, but it's a cool feature that you can always put in, and it would look cute. And here you can see me changing wallpaper. One thing that I really did start using in this build was wallpaper. I usually don't really go with it, but I thought this time, like, why not, you know? I have an old Dutch colonial house, I should probably make the most of it. And so I think it added that traditional touch that was kind of needed and necessary to complete the entire space. And here you can see me making custom couches. There will be... I think I made 2 couches, but I still ended up using 1. So if there's anyone who's rebuilding this and listening to me right now, just do this one that I'm doing right now, because I remember just deleting the second one. I don't know why I did that. I thought I'd be able to fit them both, but clearly that did not really work out, and so I was just like, I just decided to undo. I just decided to redo completely, and I'm not mad that I did, because I do love the way it turned out. I especially love how the room looks when the sun rays hit the space itself. Especially how they look on the couch. Since I decided to make it a dark color, it just reflects in such a pretty way, and oh, I love it. I love it. And yeah, I took so many pictures just because of that one. Yeah, just in that one spot. And I think the build itself is very like good for like aesthetic pictures, I guess, in a way. I really love the way the interior turned out, though. It was like a new kind of interior style for me, since I never like made these extra traditional looking houses. And of course, it's not the most traditional house, but I tried to mix both contemporary and traditional, you know, into this one. And wall trimming isn't something I do very often, as I'm more of a contemporary builder. and they usually do more on farmhouses. So yeah, it was definitely something very new, but I definitely did like trying it all out. And I mean, I think trying out new styles is what keeps you motivated at building. You know, by that you just kind of learn what you like and what you don't. And as you can see, the second couch, I personally very much dislike how it looks like. I think I made it way too big, and yeah, sometimes with custom couches, it's really hard for me to tell the size they're gonna turn out. So sometimes I end up making them too big, which I have to like redo them, and it's very painful, to say the least. And yeah, I thought this living room would work, but yeah, as you can see, it didn't. This couch will go, and it will not stay. But of course, if you do like it, you can just keep it and like reuse it instead of the other one. But I was just looking at them both, and I did prefer the look of the other one, so I decided to keep that one. But I also love all the plants and all the side tables next to the couch. I love how I made that custom plant. I use it just in this build, but I think I might even use it in one of my other builds. I think they will look nice, and yeah, I'm just kind of excited. But here you can see, I thought that maybe switching the couches would help. It didn't at all. Like, not even, no, not even a bit. So yeah, then I just ended up just using that one couch, and well, it fixed the problem, because instead I just added lots of ottomans, armchairs, and yeah, it definitely fixed the space. So if you don't like something at the start, you don't have to delete immediately. Just redo and try to play with the layout until you like it. I thought that maybe making the couch lower would help. Again, it didn't help at all. So I was just like, yeah, okay, enough, I give up. And I just deleted that custom couch. It was so sad to delete it because I did spend a lot of time on it, but I was just like, no, it has to go. It has to go. I guess one of the options I did have was this layout, but I don't know. I feel like two couches facing each other really only work out a few times, and it's definitely not in this case. So I was just like, yeah, no. But here you can see me putting in all the plants and all the decor finally. And yeah, you'll see me replace these couches in just a second. I think I was also avoiding the double couch moment that I thought would be okay. Because the formal living room kind of already has that vibe, and it was just, I guess I wanted to really separate the two living rooms by making them feel really different. And I think at the end I was successful to do that, but at the start it was definitely a hassle. It was so hard to do it. And here you can see me finally figuring out the entire layout of the living room, and I liked it, and I even used the in-game coffee table, which is very rare of me to do. Usually when it comes to coffee tables, I like to make them custom. And yeah, I think that with my newest build that's gonna come out soon, the Christmas one, I took custom to the fullest. Why did I say the British accent? Stop. I think I took it to the fullest by doing a custom Christmas tree. I know. I was so extra to do that, but honestly I was really happy with it. For some reason, the Christmas decor of Bloxburg, it just doesn't do it for me. I know that some people like it, but personally I don't really I don't really see it. I know that everyone, you know, thinks differently and stuff, and you know, others may like it. I just don't. I just don't. I don't know why. So I decided to make my custom one, my own custom one. Sadly, it's probably one of my first custom items that are not clonable, but it's a Christmas tree. And as tempting as the idea to have trees all around the house is, I decided that I'll rather just stick to one Christmas tree in the house. Or maybe I'll make another one. Who knows? I'll see. I'm still not 100% sure, so yeah, I don't know yet. But maybe, just maybe, I will make another one. But again, it won't be clonable. So I just realized that there's no way to make a Christmas tree look good and make it clonable at the same time. But yeah, we have already reached the 30-minute mark, and it's currently 12 p.m. and I should be sleeping, but I think I'm gonna stick around for another 10 minutes and then probably go to bed, as I should. And yeah, tomorrow is actually gonna be kind of an interesting day. because we're doing Secret Santa and everyone bought each other presents and we're gonna reveal it to each other. I got one of my classmates and I bought them a mug with some candy and some coffee in it, so I think it's gonna be a nice gift. I actually don't know. and I'm expecting to get something myself. I just don't know what. I really, like, I don't know. I know that I'm gonna get something, I just don't know what. And that kind of makes me scared because I have no idea what to expect, but I guess that's why it's so exciting. I think a lot of people do this with their classes, and I mean, it's like a common thing here where I live in Lithuania. People, like, classes in high school and middle school do it. So I don't know if that's like really a thing for other people, but if it is, make sure to let me know in the comments. I'm actually really interested to hear, like, do you guys do that at school? Those who do go to school. I know that I do have a few viewers who are older than high schoolers and stuff. So now I have followers older than my age. So yeah, but those who do go to school, or maybe if you did go to school, did you guys have a Secret Santa? I'm actually really interested to hear, because I know that everywhere, well, things are different everywhere, so, I might be wrong. Maybe not everyone does it. But yeah, here you can see me finally do the accordion doors. I added a lot of the handles and everything, and it's just, yeah, I love how it looks, and I also love how they open. That way you can see, like, the couch and everything. And it's like the first thing you see once you walk in is like the formal living room, and then this couch in the very back. And I think I actually, with this build, while I was building, I decided to first do the layout and put in all the items first and then color it. I don't know why I chose to do that. Sometimes I just do. I guess when I'm building like that, it just depends on my mood. I remember doing the same thing with the townhouse I did in Joe City together with my friends not that long ago. It was earlier this summer. My friend Joe even made a video about it, so I'm sure you can find it on her channel. Sadly, I don't think there will be any more collabs coming with Joe, as she quit the community, which it was very sad to see her go, as she was a very close online friend of mine. But I'm happy that she moved on and that she's finding more interest in other things, which I fully support. And I wish her nothing but the best. It's kind of like old news that Joe quit, but I thought I'd still mention it. But yeah, there's still plenty of videos on her channel which you can watch, to see what she did, and her builds were amazing. They still are. And I had so much fun building all the city builds, all the neighborhood builds together with her and a couple of our other friends. So yeah, I think there will be more like neighborhood collabs coming though, so don't worry. It's just Joe sadly won't participate in them anymore. But yeah, that Colonial build may or may not actually be part of one of our neighborhood collab builds. Don't want to say too much, but it might be. It might be. And the special thing about that Colonial is the fact that it's not just a regular one. Its purpose is a lot different. You wouldn't really live in this house fully. It's rather, something like a vacation home. So I think I said enough. That's a lot for you guys to, find out a lot of time. You guys have plenty of time to think about it. And yeah, I'm just really excited to post it. Right now, my plan is to obviously finish the build before Christmas starts and post it early as my Christmas special video. Maybe not my Christmas special, but it would just be my Christmas build for this year. As I realized that I didn't even have a build last year, which is so crazy to me. Like, seriously, I don't know how I missed it. I remember having a few other builds, and I think I just didn't put out the Hamptons Mansion on time. I think I wanted it to be Christmas build, but hey, this year we got one, finally. I'm actually really excited because it's probably like my first this very special festive build. I usually don't really decorate or make special houses for different like festivities and stuff, but I thought, why not, So I'm really excited to show it all to you, and I hope that you like it. And while moving on to the build back, I just finished up with the kitchen layout. I put in all the decals, and I think now I'm actually going to start to decorate it. The kitchen layout is very weird. I remember being kind of upset about where the sink had to end up, but I guess it could be much worse. As always, I'm doing my custom stoves. I saw Float do a custom stove once, and I was really inspired by it to make my own, and yeah, now I just make custom ones every single time. I really like to try to recreate those gas ones that are like very rich looking and you'd only like find them in rich houses. I think they look really nice. And then yeah, I also covered up the ovens this time. Sometimes I like them being see-through, and other times I'm just like, I don't know, you know. I guess it's your own personal preference, but I was just like, let's do it, why not, you know? So, yeah, that's really all about the stoves and everything. I was also making this custom towel that's like hanging down the kitchen island. I really like this type. I really like these type of islands in real life as well. I think they look very interesting, and like, I guess it's something different from the usual islands you'd see, you know, that are made out of counters instead. Well, like, it's still a counter, but it's see-through at the bottom, which I think it's like it adds that feeling of coziness and just like something more like vintage and old to the kitchen itself, you know, and I feel like that probably balanced out the entire space with the cabinetry looking kind of contemporary, the color, and then the main island. It balanced it all out, which I was really happy about. Of course, the appliances are new as well, so they do look new. But yeah, you can see me just start decorating, and I did enjoy the process a lot. I also realized that I put a kettle on the stove in every single build of mine, and that is so funny to me, but it looks so much better than just like a stove without anything on it. I don't know about you guys, but I do like that look a bit more. I also just realized that my cat is meowing really loud outside my room, so if you can hear him, I am so sorry. As a lot of you may not know, I do have a cat, which I love dearly, but sometimes he does get annoying with his needs, but it's okay. I still love him, and I'd do anything to protect him. But yeah, I think I'm gonna sign off for today. It's not the longest voiceover ever, but I did have fun while recording it, and obviously I'm hoping to get a few more done this week. That way you guys have some uploads and you get to finish the 2 houses that I'm currently posting before Christmas. So yeah, it was nice talking to you all, and I hope to see you in the next voiceover. Goodbye!
Then you go and pull me under. Crazy thing, I know I'm done for. Stuck in this state of wonder. Stuck in this state of wonder, yeah. Stuck in this state of wonder. Stuck in this state of wonder. 넌 날 미치게 해. Yes, 빠지게 돼. I don't care, 모든 것을 대해 전부 있게 돼. And I just want you right here with me. 끝이 없이 우린 soaring, lost in your deep oceans. 깊이 스며가 slowly. Tryna keep my head above water, then you go and pull me under. Crazy thing, I know I'm done for. Stuck in this state of wonder. Stuck in this state of wonder, yeah. Stuck in this state of wonder. drifting out among the waves. Do you remember me? Lost deep within my mind, a perfect melody. Calling me into the blue. Your voice drags me down, singing softly, reminiscing, and gently luring me to drown. Drifting out among the waves. Do you remember me? Lost deep within my mind, a perfect melody. Calling me into the blue. Your voice drags me down, singing softly, reminiscing, and gently luring me to drown.
I'm reaching out, and my heart is with you. So much in between, things we've never seen. You're a mirage that my mind can't see through. Are you here with me? One day we can see. And all my life, unbroken ways, but I know that time makes ways. But I know that time makes ways. And all my life, makes waves.
Can make a way.
Makes waves.
me off guard. All of my friends said you moved out west. You tell me stories underneath sunsets. Could it be more than just one night? Kissing the cab ride, head turning left, right. Get a ticket for two to wherever you choose. Drinking some red out of the blue. You say my name with your accent, makes me remember how much I missed you. Hope you're planning to stay for a million days. You'll be my summer in December. Hey boy, trust my intuitions all I'm bad at pretending, you know I'll be true. Sunday mornings and midnight lights turn into songs that you watch me write. Stole your sweater on that night. You took a picture, keep by my bedside. So you're mine when you're gone, baby, please don't be long. I got my ticket to the west side. You say my name with your accent, makes me remember how much I missed you. Hope you're planning to stay for a million days. You'll be my summer in December. Hey, but trust my intuitions always. I'm not superstitious, I got lucky. Stole your heart and it was mine for the taking. It was mine for the taking. It was mine for a million days, in a million ways. Stole your heart and I got lucky. Stole your heart and it was mine in a million ways, for a million days.
Hot mess up the east side. Heard about me, it's all lies. If you want good, change your mind, yeah. Don't want to intimidate, but more than just conversate. Don't want it to be too late, yeah. Know that I'm not usually your type. Darling, there's no need to be shy. See the curiosity in your eyes. Come a little closer, babe. I don't bite. And it's something that I can't hide, yeah. When I'm with you, I'm tongue-tied. No, no, you're not that dramatic, but I'm out of you, I'm an addict. I can't get enough. And I know that I'm not usually your type. Darling, there's no need to be shy. See the curiosity in your eyes. Come a little closer, babe. I don't bite. Feeling drunk but we're sober. Won't you come a little closer, closer? Know that I'm not usually your sticky back. You're braver than you know it. You're stronger than you show it. You're braver than you know it. You're stronger. Before school's gotta get worse, and sometimes it's gonna hurt.